Hi, and welcome to the Queen's Tarot. So, we are going to do the Pisces reading for 2020. Let's get to it. All right, so first we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles upright for you guys. We also have the Hermit card reversed. So, right off the bat, this is telling me that you guys do need help with something, and this is your time to ask for that help this year. I feel like a lot of you guys have goals and dreams that you want to accomplish, but you can't do it alone. And this is about coming out of that isolation and hiding a lot of you guys have been in. So let's go for some more cards here to see what's going on for you guys for the year 2020. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a lot of opportunities that are available to you guys. It's a lot of things that you can do. I'm really feeling like a lot of you guys can achieve some dreams that you've had for quite a few years that you've been wanting to do, and it's very possible for that to happen in 2020. So just gonna pull a few other cards to see what this is about for you guys. So here we have the Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Seven of Swords reversed, and then also the Knight of Chalices. And that's letting me know that you guys are a little bit discouraged. You feel like you don't have the resources, and you feel like you've been fighting a losing battle, and that's been keeping you from in this stage of isolation. I almost feel like a lot of you guys are kind of punishing yourself in this isolation. It's like, I can't do it, so I just won't try. But it is possible for you guys, and I do see that with the Wheel of Fortune upright, is that this could be a great year for you guys. So we also have the Four of Swords upright, which is letting me know a lot of you guys have anxiety, you worry, or you beat yourself up about past failures. And there's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which is letting me know that for a lot of you, I feel like this is a hobby, something that you want to do that might turn into a career later. For some of you, this might just be about actually growing as a person. I don't feel like, even though it could be, I don't feel like for a lot of you that this has to do with relationships, that it has to do with getting a relationship. For a lot of you, you're just focusing on yourself and your interests this year. This is really about individual development and development as a person. For some of you guys, there are just individual goals that you want to achieve this year, and you haven't achieved that in the past. You felt disappointed because maybe you had all of your hopes set on something specific that you wanted to see happen in the past, and it totally just didn't go the way that you wanted. You felt disappointed. Things fell apart. And this Ten of Pentacles here is about upside down reverse, is about things falling apart, everything seeming like it's going to go right, and then all of a sudden it's taking a turn for the worse. But it's time for you to put this disappointment in the past, and for you to seek the help, the support that you need, so that you can go after what you want. And that's here also, that help and support, that motivation is also represented by the Four of Wands upright. A lot of you have guides, ancestors that want you to go for what you want. For a lot of you, you're already very sensitive spiritually and connected to the spirit world. And this is about you going for what you want. This is about you calling on those guides. If you don't already have an altar for those people in your life that maybe have passed on, ancestors, guides, spirit guides that are there to help you, ascended masters, then this is your time to, especially in this first month of January, first month of the year, even though this is your year 2020 reading, you can always start before the year begins, or you can start in that first month to get things going right for you in the year, to build a relationship with these people, especially those who have passed over on the other side, that can give you that wisdom, that insight that you need. They may help you in the area of like dreams. They may show you different things that you need to see. So that can help you to achieve your goals. And with this Nine of Pentacles upright, this is saying that you can definitely do it if you put your mind to it. This Nine of Pentacles is all about gains. It's about a harvest for you guys, about you enjoying the fruits of your labor. And this is definitely like a pinnacle year for you guys, with all of these pentacles in the spread from the Nine of Pentacles here to the Six of Pentacles. And so it's just about you really enhancing and realizing your worth and going for what you're worth this year. Going for the things that you know that you have the power to do, and actually bringing those things into fruition. So the Nine of Pentacles upright is here, just showing you that you can do it, and encouraging you to put in the work, to find those resources. Ask people that you may not know personally. Go online and, ask them how they've done what it is that they've accomplished. People that are already doing what it is that you want to do. Maybe people who are already like making progress in whatever hobby it is that you want to do. Or maybe it's not a hobby. Maybe it's something that you've always wanted to do. Like you've always wanted to sing in public or something like that. And make sure that you ask them how they accomplished it, and know more that, if they're meant to help you, then they might give you some advice that here's how I did it, and then that's something that you can follow, so that you can do that in your own life. So here's the Five of Swords reversed, and this is kind of a root cause of why you haven't done that yet. And one of the reasons why this hasn't manifested yet in your life is that you're still getting over past hurts. Maybe there was somebody in the past that discouraged you, and this was someone you looked to for support, so you never really got over that. And then there's also the Two of Wands here, and that's just the universe letting you know that you have a choice. Like, you can either keep nursing this past hurt of what didn't go right, or you can move forward and make the choice to go for what you desire. You can either keep letting it hold you back, or you can go for it. And the choice is really up to you for you guys this year. I also have the Two of Swords here. And this is really about a choice in your mind. This is all about you having the power this year to go for what you want, Pisces. So this is with the Two of Swords. This is about you making the mental choice. You can either choose to keep focusing on what didn't work, or you can focus on how you can make it better. And that's the choice that you have to make in your mind first, before anything else works, before anything else happens for you in this area. And then we have the Fool reverse, and for this spread for you guys, what this means is that you haven't been really willing to take leaps. You haven't really been willing to take risks, and to actually go out there and try something you haven't tried, to look like a beginner. And for a lot of you, you don't want to be seen as vulnerable, but in order for you to make progress in something that you haven't tried before, you have to be able to not be afraid to look like a beginner. And then we also have the Judgment card, and this is about you in this spread. The Judgment card is really about you seeing where you really stand, where you really are. A lot of you guys are going to surprise yourself when you get into this area, and you're going to see that you know a lot more than what you thought you did. You're a lot better than what you thought you were. And then for some of you, you're going to see how much work you need to do. But by you going out there and making those leaps, you'll never know until you try. And so by you going out there and making taking these risks to do what it is that you want to do. For a lot of you, this is like a hidden talent that you might have, that you have always wanted to do, but maybe you haven't had the courage to go out there and do it. For some of you, this is, again, just a hobby that might later turn into a career. Or this might just be a skill that you want, like an area where you could be strong in, but you're not that strong yet. This is definitely a year about personal development for you guys. So that doesn't mean there won't be relationships. That doesn't mean that there won't be other opportunities for you. But this is what the universe is bringing out for you to focus on for this year, for 2020. And the Judgment card is here. Also, because when you do this, when you go out and you take those risks, it's going to help you to really put your life in perspective. It's going to really show you a solid picture of who you are and where you stand. It's going to help you to understand yourself, what your strengths and what your weaknesses really are. And it's really going to put a mirror up to you for you to be able to like see where you stand, who you are as a person. It's going to allow you to see some things about yourself that you weren't aware of before. And it's really going to increase your self-awareness. But more importantly than that, the universe really wants you to see who you are as an individual. So because when you see yourself clearly, you're able to improve more. And this is the death card. So the death card reversed, for a lot of you, this is about ending a cycle in your life where you're not growing, where you've been stagnant. For a lot of you, this is about ending a cycle in your life where you've been hiding, where you haven't been taking those risks, where you haven't been developing, where you've been too scared, and about really going out there and going after what you deserve, and going into what's supposed to happen for your life. Developing new sets of skills that's going to lead to a new you eventually as you keep going with things. As you keep increasing your skill set, if you take those risks, you're going to see parts of you blossom that you haven't seen before, that you haven't seen in a while, or that you haven't dreamed about maybe since you were a kid. And that's going to end up transforming you in ways that you're going to be like, if you continue on that path of growth, you're not even going to recognize yourself. You're going to be like, in a year, 2 years, after strengthening yourself in a certain skill set, after, strengthening yourself in certain talents that you have, you're going to strengthen yourself to the point where people are going to end up recognizing you for a talent that years ago no one even knew that you had. And that's going to grow a whole other part of you that didn't even exist before. And you'll look back, you'll be more confident, and you'll look at this confident person in the mirror like, I didn't even know this person existed, and now here I am, and it's like I'm a new person. And you're really going to appreciate the growth that you enjoy as a result of doing all of that. So we also have the King of Chalices, and I feel like a lot of you day to day just feel very drained, you feel burned out. And it's not particularly that you're under a lot of stress. You're not really sure why you feel so drained. You feel tired. You don't feel like yourself. And a lot of the reason why you feel so drained is simply because you're not doing the things that really make you light up. You're not doing the things that you enjoy. You're not doing things that make you happy. And so by you focusing on these ways in which you want to grow, and for each of you as an individual, what that might be. For a lot of you, it might be something in the arts. Some of you might be looking at building your own business. For some of you, it might just be a hobby that maybe you want to create a YouTube channel about and really get focused in, make it your little obsession. And then, you might be getting paid off of YouTube, where you're known as like the content creator for that topic, or whatever it might be. For each of you guys, it's probably going to be something very individual, but I'm sure you already know what it is that I'm talking about for you personally. So here with this Knight of Swords, the universe wants you to really focus and think about what it is that you want to, the area that you want to grow in, and how you want to grow. Start looking at other people that are doing the same thing and really inspire yourself. And that's going to help take away this feeling of being drained, of feeling like you're drifting, of feeling purposeless. And the Knight of Swords is here really clarifying the King of Chalices, that if you want to feel emotionally fulfilled in life, one of the first steps you have to take is to focus on those things that are fulfilling to you. Focus on those things that, give you a lot of enjoyment. And for a lot of you, whatever it is you want to grow in is also something that really gives you a lot of joy, that makes you happy. It makes you feel purposeful. So I'm just going to draw a couple more cards for you guys just to see what else is going on for you guys here in 2020. So the cards that I came up with was the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess reversed. Both of these cards are reversed, actually. So the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess in reverse, and then the Seven of Swords upright. And this lets me know a couple things. So it kind of goes both ways for this issue, that this area in your life where you want to grow. First of all, it's going to bring some money towards you after you start, keep up with it. And then about halfway through the year, you're going to start to see some opportunities for income, or some actual income, because of your growth with whatever strength, talent, skill set this is. If you keep going with it, it's not only going to give you some financial opportunities, but it's also going to make you feel more whole and fulfilled as a person. And you're going to feel a lot more empowered and in touch with your higher self as a person, for doing this. And then with this Seven of Swords here, this is letting me know that in your life, you have trusted a lot of the wrong people. You've given to a lot of the wrong people. And a lot of this feeling of being drained is from giving to those wrong people, from like draining your resources for these people who had no intention of reciprocating. So that also drained you and made you feel disempowered as well. And in 2020, you really want to be careful that you're giving to yourself more so than to anybody else. That you're not that you're not allowing yourself to be drained, that you're like going in and you are protecting yourself, really looking at people's character and assessing that before you connect with them for any type of relationship. And I'm just going to draw a few cards just to clarify this Seven of Swords here. Yeah, you've had a lot of disappointments and a lot of backstabbing, betrayal in the past. And so this Three of Pentacles is also here to clarify this, that you want to make sure that the relationships that you bring in for you this year, whether it's friendships, especially with friendships, especially with anything having to do with your own business or your own way of making money, and in romance, you want to make sure that these people are really here and that they're like supportive of you and not just looking to see what they can get from you. You do have a very generous nature, so you want to make sure that you're aligning with people who are actually like a support, just as much of a support to you as you are to them. And then we also have here upright the Emperor, and this is really just a example the universe wants to show you of who you could be. As a result of having this new skill set, this could lead to a bunch of new resources and new abundance for you in the upcoming year and the upcoming season in your life. The universe also, with this Four of Cups in upright here, wants you to be able to walk away from disappointments and wants you to use the strengths that you are cultivating to empower yourself to look at, here's where I was at this Four of Cups. I was very down. I was really focused on my losses. I was counting my losses. I was, upset about all the disappointments from before. And now here I am with this new skill set, happy, growing as a person, inspiring myself, ready to inspire other people with what I'm doing, and doing things that I never even, I knew I could, I dreamed that I could, but I didn't always know I could do it or that I would do it. And here I am actually doing it. And to really just empower yourself with that mindset, to stand tall and know that you're powerful and that you have the ability to make your dreams happen for yourself. So, and then not only that, but that you're going to be enjoying the fruits of your labor. You have the ability and a lot of opportunities to make money off of what it is that you're going to be doing. Even if it's a skill set and it's not like a talent that maybe you're trying to increase your leadership skills, and after you do that, you're going to be able to be ready for management positions, or maybe teaching a group of people, or whatever it might be. It's really going to open doors for you to become a new and empowered person with a lot of new financial opportunities as well. And I see you really standing tall in that in the future. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull a couple more cards for you guys. See what else is going on in your 2020 year. So I see here the Queen of Swords in reverse. Also here we have the Lovers in reverse and the Knave of Wands. So here I see with this Queen of Swords in reverse, you have a tendency to think negatively, and those things keep manifesting in your life. So one of the things that you want to focus on is positive manifestation this year, meditation, really healing those wounds of why you think so negatively. And then also you want to make sure that you're thinking positively about what you want to happen, and planning for those positive events to happen. Plan to go out and plan to have two great conversations, while you're out. Plan to pick up new skill sets with whatever it is that you're trying to do. If it's public speaking, then plan on, going somewhere where you can enhance your public speaking skills and really do it, and then check that off of your list. And as you make those positive actions, watch your thinking change. For some of you, this positive thinking needs to also happen around love. I see this Lover card in reverse. A lot of you might be getting over a toxic relationship that ended in the past. A lot of you just might have a negative attitude about love. I can't find love, or this can't be possible for me, and you just feel like there is a lack of love in your life. And part of it is because of your thinking. It's not because people wouldn't be interested in you. It's because of the fact that you don't see that for yourself, because of past disappointments. And so you need to change your attitude around love, and think positively about that. But more so than that, also look at like the root causes of why you feel that way. Like, what trauma might have happened in your life to make you feel like you're not worthy of the love that you desire, and start manifesting love, because that's also possible for you in 2020. This Knave of Wands, also known as the Page of Wands, is here showing that you can have those things that you desire, whether it's in love or in another area of your life. What's keeping it from you is your thoughts, your thinking, your negative energy that you're putting out is stopping those positive things from coming to you. And so you really have to look at what you want and start thinking about that, and bring in those things. Your thoughts are like a magnet, so you want to bring in those things that you want in the year 2020, and really bring that towards yourself. Okay, so I'm also going to pull some oracle cards for you guys and see what comes up. All right, so what came up for you guys is birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So by you guys enhancing your skill set in whatever area this is, whatever this spread means for you guys, and believing that you can do it, thinking those positive thoughts, and also bringing this Emperor energy into your life in 2020 of empowerment, of I can do it, of, I've got it like that. I've got the resources, I've got the money, I'm earning money from what I'm doing. I, just have resources in every way to do whatever I want. By having that energy in your life, you're birthing in a new age, a new cycle in your life. And this Emperor card is a major arcana card, so it does have to really do with a new cycle coming into your life in 2020. As long as you put the work behind it, as long as you think those positive thoughts and you put that work behind it, it is very possible for you, and you're very capable of doing it. And so this year is really about bringing yourself into a new cycle in your life, about birthing a new you, birthing new possibilities for yourself, and dreaming a new world into being. For you guys with this spread, that is about new opportunities for you. That is really